Welcome, everybody. What is happening? We have got an actual teaser trailer. That sounds crazy to say out loud. We've actually got something to go off of for Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3. It's absolutely incredible. We've actually got some promo material, finally. I'm just doing an audio check. It's absolutely incredible. There you go. Beautiful stuff. Now, I'm just going to make sure this is shared to all of my socials before I get headlong into it. This teaser looks to be absolutely special. There you go. Let me just quickly punch that up there. Let me just throw this in there. Drum up some hype. February 14th. That's the date. It's locked in. Fantastic. Hang on a minute, guys. Let me just quickly post this up live now. Boom. Okay. Let's go. Okay, all right, we're locked and loaded. Ahmed, Ginger, Ziggy, Finn, Bless. How are you all doing? Got 18 people in already. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Lame gift, low. If Cobra Kai win it better not be. All right, let me load up this teaser. Now, for context, I have seen part of the teaser. I've seen pretty much. I watched it in stages. I haven't watched the whole thing, like, fully immersing in it. So I want to do that properly here with you guys now, because we're not going to get this going forward from March onwards. So let's indulge in this greatness right here. And I tell you what, I love my boys here, but no, I'll leave them there. Actually, I'll leave Miguel and Robbie down there. Let's check out this trailer, and then I'm going to go through the images.
4 decades of history, all leading to this moment.
Oh, good immersing.
4 decades of history, all leading to this moment.
Ever since we were kids, you cheered us on, had our backs. What do we have to show for it?
The soundtrack of this trailer goes hard.
A legacy that will live forever.
This may be the end.
Cobra Kai,
this may be the...
I honestly wonder. See, it's being touted already for this particular shot right here that they may end up going to MIT together. So that could be really wholesome.
The end.
Now, this right here, that right there, look at that. You've got Johnny and his sons. This is most likely going to be when Carmen gives birth. This is at the birth, guaranteed.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Oh, you got Daniel saying it as well.
Maybe the end.
But Cobra Kai never dies.
Yeah, you got Daniel saying it as well. Let's go. That gave me freaking chills. Oh, look at that. All right, Tori's locking in. Nice. Yeah. Shine brightly, Mr. Queen. Look at that. Bang. Freaking hell. And the thing is, in the inside the dojo look that they actually put out there, Robbie does a different kick entirely. So why would Robbie and Miguel be there? It's probably after she's given birth. Or I don't know. One thing at a time. This kick is different from the one that was in the... And happy Christmas Eve, guys. And yeah, there's a video that I'm dropping tomorrow for you guys to say happy Christmas. And my man Stuart is in it as well. Much love, Stuart. Today was very much needed. But yeah, essentially, this kick is different from the one that we saw Robbie doing before. And it's quite clear that Axel's weakness is now his face. So just go straight for the face. I think Robbie is going to batter him, absolutely batter him in this fight. And then what's going to happen is Robbie's injury will occur. And then that's when Miguel takes over to avenge his brother. And then Miguel does the signature kick from the season 3 coma dream and basically does that similar thing. 3, 2, 1, bang. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. Little slithery snake. Is there any more to that? Okay. No, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And this shot right here is great. I think clearly the difference is uncanny. They're not going to have Robbie lose 5-0 and then just have him lose in part 3 for the sake of it. He's going to go down swinging. I think he's going to give Axel a match and a half. Like, because when you think about it, Miyagi-Do's defense is designed to kill people. So I think Robbie's going to absolutely batter him. And then I think when Robbie gets injured, Miguel's then going to step in to take over and avenge his brother. So that's the way that I'm looking at it. And that's the way of, you know, people can call it coping, whatever. It's not. It's storytelling. I'm choosing to look at it as Miguel steps in to avenge his brother. Forget Stanford. That's irrelevant. That's boring. Like, that's basic. Miguel deserves something better. Miguel always wanted to learn karate to protect himself and defend his friends. Now he's going to be avenging his brother, who inevitably, what's going to happen after this amazing match that Robbie has in front of the world to see, absolutely batters Axel, gets an injury. It's going to be it's going to avenge Robbie. That's what it is. That's the route that I'm choosing to look at this as. I think he's going to avenge Robbie, and I think Robbie will fulfill a chosen one prophecy in and of itself and bring balance back to the valley. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it going forward. I think Please React to Kill. I've already seen it. Great movie. Gory but good. I think Axel is going to be mentally nerfed. I hate that expression. I think, look, Axel is a beast, but let's not get it twisted here. Miguel and Robbie have trained for ages now. We've seen them grow and, you know, absolutely cook. Like, Miguel and Robbie it's a two-man job. Like, that's the way I see it. I see Axel as a two-man job. That's the way I see it. I'm just jumping straight into it because I know it's the first thing that people are going to say to me, you know. And the reason why I haven't done many videos the last week and a half, guys, is I'm trying to be very careful because there's a lot of content going out there, leaks to do with this show. Don't mention them in the chat. I've seen a couple already that I've removed, but don't mention them. I know of a few. And I'm trying to steer and wean away from that, but I still want to enjoy and express the journey with you guys in the chat. So that'd be great. Exactly. I agree. Stuart said it best. Axel is too strong. Miguel's not even beating Axel alone. He's too strong. It's just sometimes objective is here. Axel is too powerful for Miguel or Robbie to beat alone. Robbie's going to absolutely kick the shit out of him. And then it leads Miguel to his fight. And then I think what's going to happen, Miguel may not be as locked in for that fight. And then he'll have Robbie and Johnny on the touchline, giving him the pep talk. There'll be a montage playing of all the moments of Miguel and Johnny over the years, all the training, him coming back from a coma. And I think the difference here is Robbie's fight with Axel is going to be the flashier one. I think Robbie is going to absolutely decimate him. And I think Miguel's is going to have more of a Creed kind of Rocky fight where no matter how many times you get hit, you still get up. I think that's the difference between Robbie and Miguel for me. That's always been the difference, is that physically, I feel like Robbie has the more flash, the more pizzazz. Miguel has the more, no matter how much I get hit, I'm going to get up. And then ultimately it goes to Johnny for the final, you know. But it's really good. I'm looking forward to this. I love the tone, I love the direction, and there's a lot at play here. Now, I will say something quite controversial. I did see that. Robbie gonna get done dirty. Well, the thing is, he beats the shit out of Axel. Like, the only way Miguel can win is if Robbie does that. So I'm all about if it's served with purpose. If Robbie loses with purpose, I'm behind it. If he just loses because it gives Miguel the opportunity to have the win, that's shit. But where they're going with it, I'm on board. I want Robbie to win as well. Yeah, he'll have a meaningful arc. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Rocky 4 and Die Hard are Christmas movies. I agree. I watched Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe yesterday again, people. I haven't seen it in ages. We need more live content. Coming right up. What if Miguel breaks Axel's arm? Possible. What do you think the final scene of the show will look like? It'll probably just be Johnny and Daniel on the beach. Something simple like that. Is Tori still in Korean Cobra Kai? In this shot, yeah. Now, I'm going to say something quite... Tori's development and her character is... How shall I put it? It's grown massively, and I'm so happy we've got to see it. However, I feel like Tori has taken the spotlight away from other characters. I'll just say that. Exactly. Robbie, when he's on defense mode, you ain't touching him. This isn't a Robbie Miguel debate. This is Miyagi-Do karate. Miyagi-Do karate is designed to kill people. Like, you can't... Of course he's going to block everything. I really theorize that, you know, with everything that you guys have asked me and the crowd chanting Robbie's name, be it that thing that's going around, I think people are doing that because Robbie's blocking, block, hit, block, hit. Like, he's literally blocking every single hit Axel is doing, and bang. Now, the difference is with Miguel, his defense isn't as strong as Robbie's, but his offense is better. So I feel like Miguel's going to have to take more of a beating because his defense isn't as good, but his offense is where he shines. And that's when he knocks Axel clean out. He's going to take his head clean off. I think that's what's going to happen. Miguel 100% is kicking Axel's head right off his shoulders. Yeah, Robbie will be the people's champion. But the thing is, like, because it's going back to the Valley and it's televised and whatever else, you know, I think you'll see a lot of people who have seen Miguel and Robbie grow over the years. They'll be like, these two are fighting each other on separate dojos. Now they're on the same team, and people will see that they win it as a family. Like, that gets showcased to the whole world. It's incredible. Axel beating me on 19 Miguel knocks out 20-0. Yeah. Forgets about, yeah, Tori's mother. Yeah, they could have done more with that. Is Tori the only person representing Cobra Kai? For now. For now. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Cinnamamba. What's up, bro? Look, we're not stupid. I'm not going to say it, but we all know what they're going to do. I'm not going to say it, but we all know. Come on. Wait, do you actually think a little bit? Like, I like Tori's progression, but I feel like she has detracted from some of the other characters. You know, I feel like that's happened. I feel like sometimes they play into her whole, you know, woe is me, poor life thing a bit too much. And they've done that with Robbie too, a little bit. I feel like there's much more that they can do. But I very much enjoy Tori's arc, and I love where she's going, and I love what her arc has in store for her. But I think right now, Robbie, Miguel, and Johnny, they're my three focus. Like, them three are my focus more than anything, because I just want them to shine, you know? You know what? This is a very Mace Windu way of thinking. I actually agree with what Darius says here. Teach Robbie the pressure points, for God's sake. Give him the pressure points and use that on Axel. Then he's cooked. Okay, guys, I'm just about to pull up some images because there are some images that have released, and they're really cool. They're really juicy. I will say, though, I think get ready to shed some tears, because there's going to be a lot of this that has there's just going to be a lot of tears, you know? I'm not ready for the show to end, but at the same time, I am. Like, I'm very 50-50 on it. I'm just quickly getting through the images now, guys, so we can go over them. There's 6 that I have. If anyone has any more, then feel free to send them in. It's Robbie's time. Yeah, but the thing is, Miguel could win it on Robbie's behalf. Like, I feel like I've always said, and this is where people get it wrong about me, I just wanted Robbie to have his shine. That's all literally, no joke, that's all I've ever wanted for Mr. Keane, is to have his shine. That's all I've ever wanted. That's literally it. That's the only thing I've ever wanted for Robbie Keane, is to have his shine. And literally, you see this boy shining on the world stage. You know, like, he's gone from a degenerate in juvie to shining on the world stage. What a progression, you know? And I feel like Robbie is being groomed for his future sensei role. Like, I feel that's where he's going. That's what's likely. And I'm excited to see it. I think Robbie is the most natural sensei out of the kids. He's the most natural born leader. Miguel said it himself. That's where it's going, you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. And Miguel will get his shine and prove to everyone why he's the heart of the show, you know? And them going back to the All Valley where they started it at, yeah, don't get me wrong. Is it a little bit contrived that they're going back to the All Valley of all places? Yeah, but it's fun because you get to see Silver lose there again, and Johnny gets to win there just like he did right at the start of the show, you know? And prepare for emotional damage. I've long been an advocate for Kreese to go. I think his character should die. I don't think he should ride into the sunset. I've said that ad nauseum. I think Kreese is a character that has to go. I think he's got to go. I think his character has become stale. He's become boring. He's become predictable. And the guy's just now got a kid killed. So I think for me, you know, as much as Quan did it himself, I know, I feel like Kreese needs some kind of drastic change in his character. And one of my personal favorite moments of Kreese myself is when he redeems in season 4 briefly, and he says to Silver to let Tori do what she wants, you know, stuff like that. That's what I love. That's what I miss. And I think, you know, because the show's been so wishy-washy with what it's doing and going back and forth, no real like clear-cut decision. Like just make a decision, you know, make a decision. For once, I want them to make a decision and go all in. It's time to redeem him. And it's going to be heartwarming. It's going to be gut-wrenching. The guy's going to die. Like, I don't want him to go. But at the same time, it is a necessary for the plot. You know, it's necessary and it's essential. We need it. You know, we very much need it. So this moment right here, you can clearly see it's Sensei Kim and it's Kreese. This is most likely going to be the last conversation these two have. And let me just take a drink. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you are. We're gunning forward to 9K. Let's lock in, shall we? Kreese's redemption is being set up. Wait, hang on. Jacob, why do you always say Miguel's had so much more than Robbie, or Miguel has a cheat? We're talking about Kreese. I just spent the last 10 minutes talking about Miguel and Robbie. I'm not. There's other characters. Right, let's talk about Kreese for God's sake. The way I see it here, a scene like this. Now, this is just an image, so I could be completely wrong. But this looks like a goodbye. This looks like a farewell, like he's saying goodbye. And all of the flashbacks with, you know, young Kreese and young Sensei Kim back in the day. I feel like, yeah, I agree. That was a thing. I feel like this is a scene where he's saying goodbye, and this is part of his exit. That's the way I see it. I think this is part of his exit. I think he's about to go. That's just the way I see it. I think instead of losing every fight, Robbie should have been angry and fighting reckless because he had tunnel vision to make Cobra. That could have worked better. I would have been on board with that. So I'm not ready to see Kreese go, but I feel like there's emotional gravity in having him go. And I feel like the key thing of his arc now has nothing. Do you know when the trailer release date is? It's at the end of the. No. Oh, I have no idea. Stay on point, Jacob. Lock in. I'm doing a Robbie. Stay locked in. I feel like with Kreese, his arc is intrinsically linked to Johnny. And one of my favorite scenes in this entire show is Johnny and Kreese in season 2 in the homeless shelter, when Kreese is like, this could be a moment to redeem myself, have another chance. This is it. And we're going back to the All Valley, where Johnny and Kreese the last time, we know how that went. Imagine how poetic it would be if this time Kreese dies instead. So Miyagi sparing Kreese is actually what saved Johnny's life all these years later. Never. Say it with me. Never dies. And give a massive shout out to Adam in the chat, people. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. I tell you what, where's my Santa hat? Hang on, let me get this freaking captain's headband off. Let me get my Santa's hat on. There you go. Honestly, what a vibe this is. I've got my Christmas Coca-Cola product placement. I've got my Toretto cross and my Miyagi-Do gi. Like, Jesus. Okay. God, I look ridiculous. But yeah, as I was saying, I feel like this is the farewell, and this is Kreese saying goodbye. So it's going to be heartwarming, and it's going to be emotional. This right here is Miyagi-Do's regen right here. I feel like, yeah, we're missing some people, but I guarantee you that there's Dimitri and Miguel in the back. So this is most likely at the start of the replay before Miyagi-Do inevitably loses. This is the start of the replay, and they're basically there for Robbie's match. And, you know, it's just nice to see. Look, this is all I wanted for Robbie, to have his moment, to have his shine. He's got it. I'm happy. And the way Miguel's going to win is for him. So to me, I feel like this is going to be different than part 2. With part 2, they're like, this is your moment. You've earned it, blah, blah, blah. That will still be there. But I feel like this is an element of go all in. This is where you show everyone why you won that headband. This is where you show everyone why you're my son. Like, if Johnny says that to Robbie, I'll be crying. Like, honestly, I'll be crying. Like, I would freaking love that. If Johnny says to Robbie, this is where you show everyone why you're my son. Like, honestly, I'd be crying. That would get me. That would honestly get me. This right here, we've got the Iron Dragons posing as per. We've got two, and exactly. Thank you, Rash. John Hurwitz said it himself. Miggy and Robbie are equal. So take that and fuck off. You know, anyone that's like, oh, they're not equal. Yes, they are. The only reason Robbie or Miguel lose anything is because the plot needs them to. Jesus. Anyway, point being, these four right here look menacing as hell. Silver's definitely going to pull some strings, and we're going back to the All Valley. This is the place that Silver lost. Like, he lost it all. Robbie was a huge catalyst for that. This fight between Robbie and Axel could be predictable, and I've seen people discussing about it. I hope Silver tells Axel to break Robbie's leg. I hope it's not an accident, it's intended, and it's Silver getting revenge because Robbie, in his mind, took everything from him. And it's a way to get at Johnny. Like, and then it's also a way to get at Miguel. Like, Robbie has always been the connective tissue of all of these characters. Silver really hopping yeah, like a jealous ex-girlfriend. No commenting of the leaks, please. Even though we know, but come on. Trying to keep it as vague as possible here. But yeah, these four look menacing, of course. I can't wait to see Johnny and Wolf throw down, and that's going to be a blast. This girl's teeth are going to be laid out on the mat. Tori's going to kick her ass. Robbie and Axel is going to be a hell of a fight. And then when inevitably Miguel and Axel fight, it's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And we've also got, how many people have we got in here now? We've got 84 people. Smash that like button, people. What are you doing? Smash that like button. Come on. And then I might do a video after this as well. Potentially, but we'll see. We shall see. I need to make a thumbnail for this video, that's for sure. We're on 29 likes. Come on, people. You can do better than that. Hang on. Let me just... It's actually hurting my head keeping that on. Yeah, like, it's obvious as hell, but come on, no leaks. And the thing is, even without the leaks, you can, generally speaking, you can... Where's my captain's headband? You can see where it's going to go. Hang on. There you go. Silver tells Axel to break Robbie's leg, but Axel looks at Wolf, and Wolf agrees with Silver, and it makes Axel feel doubt in his sensei. I would like that. I would like that. I would like that a lot. I like that. I like that, Johnny. I'm going to use it. Now, this right here. Oh, snap. This right here. This is awesome. This is cool. You've got the Karate Kid himself, and you've got, I guess you could say, Prince Cobra doing a crane kick on the beach together. This is most likely going to be after Miyagi-Do lose, and they both rally together to train together. I want there to be scenes, right? Now, this may not go over well with everyone, and I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Not going to lie, you look a bit like Axel with the headband. I know, when you see Robbie and Axel fighting, it's like my two variants. The funniest thing, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, when we were watching through part 2, Cody, the scene where Axel's training on the beach, Cody was like, man, Jacob, put a shirt on. What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought now. Bollocks. That's it. Got it. I would like to see Robbie fighting the senseis and Miguel fighting the senseis. Now, not, now Jacob looks like season 3 Robbie. Lol. Not like, oh, I hate you. You are weak. None of that. But in order to beat an opponent like Axel, having Miguel fight Johnny and Robbie fight Daniel, I would love that scene so much, because these teens, they're not kids anymore. They're graduating to adulthood, and eventually they are going to be on the same level as the adults. So it's time to start treating it like it. Keep the tops on. Johnny and Daniel training like Rocky. Yep. I'm hoping Axel will say I'm sorry. Yeah, and honestly, look, I know we all want Miguel to end it off with him, but there are some sick psychopaths out there. Yes, I'm talking to you constant glazers of everything Miguel ever does. With the fact that it will end with Miguel, you're like, ha, yes, Robbie gets it. It's like, so you're telling me you're celebrating a teenage boy getting his leg snapped. You're sick and you deserve to be put in the hospital. Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's weird. It's scary. Celebrating a teenager getting their leg snapped. Jesus. Honestly, some people make me embarrassed to be a fan sometimes. Are you going to hit the like button? Or are you going to keep lurking? Yeah, hit that like button. Come on, let's see how we're doing now. 39 likes. Come on, let's go. We've got nearly 100 people watching. Some people need a hobby and some people need a job. And when the show ends, they're definitely going to need, that'll happen. But yeah, no, I really like this shot. It's simple, it's powerful. And the one thing I will say about Cobra Kai, my one, you know, they're rooting for the downfall of Robbie, not the accomplishment of Miguel. Exactly. Because they had let's just call it what it is. Robbie's a pretty boy. There was a pretty boy that stole your girl. I'm just calling it what it is. The one complaint I have with this show is the lack of Bill Conti's score. I hope we play it right here. Play Bill Conti's score, please. Come on, fully going in, you know? Grown men glazing a teenage character instead of getting a job is pathetic. I agree. Daniel and Bobby with Robbie and Axel. Yeah, for sure. They'll definitely go into all of that. What's next? Now, this right here, okay, for everyone that says, oh, you're a Robbie fanboy. Yeah. This right here is so wholesome. This is such a wholesome image. And Sholo shared something to his story that I absolutely freaking loved. I shared it onto mine as well. It's honestly, it's one of the things that's going to make me miss this show a fuck ton, right? And it simply is this right here. This right here. Like, just look at that. Just the journey. Like, yeah, I gonna miss it, man. You know, just him sitting there having that conversation with Miguel. And then he tells him the whole story of how Daniel did this, that, whatever. And Miguel's like, what an arsehole. Oh, that'd be great. It'd be crap after Robbie loses, Miguel wins. They're both going to shine equally. I hope Robbie isn't a super... Yeah, no, they won't do that to Robbie. Like, I've seen that floating around. I think if he's told it's a career-ending injury, I think that's just to enhance the gravity of the moment. And then that will make Miguel... It's going to be the catalyst for Miguel to kick Axel's ass. It's like, okay, you've been flirting with my girl. You've got issues with me. Now you've took my brother's future away from him and his trophy. Oh, hell no, motherfucker. Like, nah, we're scrapping now. We're doing it live. Like, that's what it's going to be. It's a build-up of things. Miguel's winning it for Robbie. That's what he's doing. It's classic revenge. And it's to show that Miyagi-Do is the way, but Cobra Kai's philosophy is sometimes needed. Oh, his future sensei, 100%. I want to see scenes of him on the touchline senseiing Miguel. I want to see it. Because Miguel said, if you lead, I'll follow. It's time to start seeing Robbie Lawrence. Not Robbie Keane that gets distracted by, ooh, it's a Coca-Cola hat. Like, it's no. I want to see Robbie Lawrence. Maybe when Miguel loses, Wolf is choking him out like Johnny, and Kreese steps and stops to complete his redemption. Yep. Sensei Diaz. I mean... Yeah, Miguel can be a sensei, but I think Miguel will go to college first. I think out of all the kids, Robbie is the one that's going to be a sensei. I don't know about the others. The others are kind of up in the air. Johnny and Daniel hug? Yeah, you'll get that. You'll get a lot of that. It's like last time I went 3 rounds with LaRusso. I caught a kick to the face or something. It's the one thing after all these years I'm getting cramp. Yeah. Just want Robbie to protect Miguel sometimes, even Miguel protecting him. It's just sweet. They protect each other. They're brothers. But this right here, I love this. This is definitely after Miyagi-Do lose. Or, yeah, I feel like this is after Miyagi-Do lose. After Miyagi-Do lose, that's when this happens. It should be. Well, think about it. Robbie's learned from every sensei. Daniel, Johnny, Chosen, Kreese, Silver. It makes sense that he would be the sensei. I think Robbie will be there to point out the gaps in Axel's defenses so Miguel can knock him out. Exactly. Robbie Lawrence and Miguel Diaz and Kenny Payne, the most dangerous of karate. Yeah. Miguel saying goodbye to Johnny and Robbie. Yep, it will be. But the thing is, if the ending's going how I think it is, he's not going to say goodbye to Robbie. I think he was never there for 16 years of Robbie's life. Going forward, I think he'll be there with Robbie every step of the way. If Robbie becomes a sensei, Johnny will be there right next to him. Johnny saying goodbye to Miguel, however, that's going to get me in tears. I'm no cap. That's going to get me in tears. Because the thing is, at least as much as Miguel and as much as Robbie and Johnny, it's heartbreaking. Well, it's not heartbreaking. It's bittersweet. At least they're together. Miguel's going on a new journey without Johnny. Like, that's going to be sad, man. I'm not looking forward to that. I want to see before Miguel hops on the mat against Axel, him and Hawk do their handshake. Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't there a theory out there that Hawk and him will fight for the captain's headband? Like, that could be interesting. I mean, Hawk loses, but at least Hawk gets one more fight. I want to see more for Hawk. Honestly, tears will be shed on that day, guys. For real. Gonna miss it. Really am. I just know that, yeah, it's... I'm just not ready to say goodbye to it. Like, I'm going to miss talking about it. I'm going to miss mentioning it. You know, I'm going to miss doing Robbie videos and people calling me a Robbie fanboy, this, that, whatever. You know, I'm going to miss all of it. Like, you know, I'm going to miss the whole thing. Shit, I got in my feels there, man. God damn it. This right here, man. This gets me emotional. I'm not looking at that anymore. Fucking hell. No, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it anymore. I start crying. Now, this right here, this is the Robbie that I wanted. That's Robbie locked the fuck in. That's Robbie. That's the boy. That's the man. Oh, hey, Carmen Jackson. Welcome. Finally a worthy opponent. Not going to hold back, are you? I don't think it'll be a sad goodbye for Miguel from Johnny because his mum is dating him. So, yeah, they're going to be in the same house. But if Miguel goes off to college, he's not going to be with them. It's going to be like you're sending your son off to college, you know? Like Miguel's about to go into the world now as a man. Like that's what's emotional about it. I'm going to miss this show so much. I'm sick of Miguel fans saying to me Robbie isn't getting his W. He is. He may not be the overall champion like Miguel will be, but his arc and everything that has been building. Think about it. He never had his dad for 16 years of his life. And then he gets to spend the rest of his life senseiing with his dad. Like, beautiful. Do you think Robbie or Miguel or anyone could? From Cobra Kai, no, not yet. Not in the first one. If they do sequels, yeah. I think in the first one you may see Jaden Smith, most likely. Part 2 is his W. Yeah, I think he's still got more though. Like, I think he's definitely going into a sensei role now. I think part 2 was his win. Part 3 is his sensei role. That's what I feel like. Do you character isn't defined by a tournament win, but we have to keep the same energy because, you know, people say that, but then if Miguel didn't get his trophy, people would kick up a fuss. Got to be fair. Amount of Robbie disrespect. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. It's by a bunch of people that think they're Miguel. Like, let's just call it what it is. Turning 20 shortly after the final episode. And that's the crazy thing, guys. I've said that this is very much like Harry Potter in the sense of people have grown up with it, you know, throughout the years. You know, to be a teenager growing up with this, I can't imagine what that's been like for you guys, because you literally grow and mature with the characters. And to say goodbye to it all, it's great. It's not great. It just is. Yeah, loads. I wish Tori gets a good ending. Nah, she'll be fine. She'll have a good ending. We haven't seen much Johnny and Robbie interaction. Yeah, I think part 3 will deal with that. I think part 3's main focus, and I hate to say this if you're a fan of Kenny or Hawk or Dimitri, I think the main focus is Miguel, Johnny, Robbie, and Daniel. And Kreese and Silver. That's the main focus. Show started when I was 18. How old was I? I was 22, I think. 21, 22 or 21, I believe. Yeah, no, I was 21. Wow. If they're going to top, yeah, it will be. I'll probably stream for another 10 minutes, guys, because then I got to shoot off and then I can record a video for you guys and get a thumbnail created for this. And also, Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Happy Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas Eve, whatever your Eve. Again, I was tempted to bloody put my hair up in a bun then, but my hair isn't long enough. Just to throw it back. Hey, real ones, remember when I started this channel, I had a man bun. Your Quan impression in your video was great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's when he's standing there and then he's like, you know, see, look, my hair isn't long enough. My hair is not long enough to man bun it. But OGs, remember, I used to have a man bun back in the day when I first started this. What was I going to say? Oh, your Quan impression, right? He's just like, you know, you always walk away from Challenger. Or is it because girlfriend is on our team? Cody, put a shirt on, Jake. But yeah, I was 21 when I started watching it. To be fair, it's not bad. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't wear this out in public because it's not proportionately accurate. But I need to grow my hair out more. But it's mostly just for nostalgia's sake. If you were here in the old days of this channel, OG man bun, yeah, OG man bun. Too easy, man. Come on. Yeah, I got hair fucking flailing on the side because of the hair product I was using. There we go. Oh, ow. There we go. Just hiding my hair. Brandon Lee, is that you? Well, shout out to Brandon Lee if he's ever watching. Who knows? They usually end up watching. Okay, let's go number 2. Wasn't that line improvised? Because if so, that's dope. I want to see a street fight, which no head, no fight. What about a 3v3 to allow Miguel to fight in the finals and Miguel and Hor get out and Robbie wins a 2v1 to send Miguel to the final? That could be interesting, but I don't think they'll do it. But then again, you never know. It is the final part. Don't pull any punches, you know. Anything's possible. The show came out when you were 10. Wow. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Kenny and Anthony are almost taller than pretty much most of the kids that we started with. Do you think they're going to mention the Cobra Kai characters in Karate Kid Legends? Yeah, they'll have like a loose mention. Nothing crazy. It's mostly just the way the story's played out. Getting your girlfriend flowers. Wait, hang on. Getting your girlfriend flowers. No, getting your girlfriend to watch Cobra Kai with you. Yes, damn right. Honestly, if my girlfriend watched Cobra Kai with me, Jesus Christ, I'd be all over that shit. I want Robbie to coach Miguel in the finals, and Miguel says yes, Sensei. Oh, I would love that. I would also love a reversal where Robbie says to Johnny, yes, Sensei, and Miguel says to Johnny, yes, Dad. Crying tears. Little butt hurt from season 1 isn't so little butt. I thought you said little butt hurt. This says you're lucky. Robbie should have won the All Valley in season 1. It would have made more sense. No, I disagree. Miguel should have. No. I love Robbie to pieces and he deserves his flowers, but no, that's Miguel's trophy. Robbie should have won in season 4. That's always going to be my biggest issue with this show. Robbie should have won the trophy in season 4. Should have never been Hawk. Sorry. I'm all about what's serviceable and what has purpose. Eli winning the trophy did nothing for his character. They did nothing with it. Absolutely bugger all with it. Robbie's going to win because he's fighting for the right reasons now. But to be fair, they all are. They all are. Get your final questions in, guys. I'm going to stream for probably another, I'd say, few minutes and then round off so then I can get this video recorded and then get a thumbnail created for this stream. But yeah, we're in the end game now, people. So it's best to just, you know, I think it was 11. Wow. I'm starting to agree. I'm going to be honest. I'm starting to agree with you that Robbie should have won the All Valley in season 4. If Miguel wins even out of honoring Robbie, he still doesn't have one. Exactly. Gold chain. No. Just my cross. I agree. I 100% agree with that statement. Do you think Tori is fighting on her own since Kreese is probably back in Korea? I mean, there is a chance, but no. I feel like this is after a time skip. They're back here. I think she's with him. Yeah. Did you notice Axel is the only Iron Dragon reacting to Kwon's death? Yeah, that's done by design. Because Axel will be redeemed. 100%. Axel is going to be redeemed. I'm calling it now. He will be redeemed. That's not me basing it on anything. That's just my opinion. He's going to be redeemed. Sorry, Ahmed, but like literally, I've got 100 people in the chat. Thoughts on Karate Kid Legends? It looks interesting. Like, I'm not fully on it, but it does look interesting. I'll say that. Robbie should learn cool karate techniques. I agree. I think they all should, to be fair. I think we're at a point now where it's time to really immerse into a brand new level of thought with some of these characters, you know? And I think they can do a lot more to go all in than they have been. So I think it's time to shine. It's time to go all in. And yeah. Sorry, guys. I got myself some new rings delivered. But you have a chance for Azara. She's not purely evil. She's just a bitch. Like, that's just the long and short of it. She's not evil. She's just an arsehole. She just needs she needs an incredibly humbling experience. Especially, there's also some weird people out there that have said, oh, with this love drama, like Miguel and Zara should have a thing. And I'm just thinking to myself, no, they shouldn't. She borderline did things to her No. I don't think Miguel's going to go for someone that, went for his brother. That's just not, no. Why are there other teams there to watch? That's the thing. There is this idea floating around out there that they have a replay. They might have a replay of the tournament. Like, I'd say the semi-finals onwards. Daniel should take Robbie to meet Jackie Chan. That could be cool. Will you still talk about Cobra Kai, say things the series missed opportunities and such? Yeah, no, I'll still talk about Cobra Kai. Like, once the show has been and done and it's over, it's not going to be the same anymore. Like, it's going to be at a point where I'm ready to move on with things. I'll be looking into like DC and Batman and stuff like that. So I expect people to, leave. But if you guys like my content and you're here for me, then I'm still going to be streaming and doing videos and gaming streams, regardless of whether Cobra Kai is here or not. So I appreciate everyone that sticks. I know some people are going to check out once Cobra Kai is done, and I've already made peace with that. So I hope that most of you guys or all of you stay. If not, then I understand it. But, you always have a space here in this space. So when is round 2 of the KOPC draft? Soon. We've got to do a fatal 5-way first, because what we're going to do is we're taking all the losers, just going to call it what it is, the losers or dropouts of the elimination rounds. We're putting them into a fatal 5-way. Whoever wins that goes into the semis, and then we have 2 triple threat matches in the semis. So that should be fun. Kreese and Silver fight. That's my show ending calling for a while, but you never know. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an interesting fight. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. That's going to be interesting. I think that's where the most emotional fight's going to be. But guys and girls, it's been real. I'm going to bounce now because I've got to take care of some affairs and whatever else. But I really appreciate all of you. We're onwards to 9K. So if you haven't subscribed, then make sure you do. It's good times await. Good times await. Good things away, and Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I hope you're all going to have a great time, whatever it is that you're doing. I know Christmas is interest just proved the leaks wrong. Well, not all of them. Are you excited for Raw on Netflix? Should be fun. Legend. I know, Merry Christmas isn't always a great time for all. Like, I don't want to be a downer, but like people have lost people or breakups, divorces, families, passings, people who are no longer here. I know it can be tough for people. So just always try and keep your head up no matter what. And I've got a video that I'm going to drop tomorrow in regards to just my chosen family. It's a video that compiles just everyone that matters to me and saying what they want to achieve, things they're grateful for. So yeah, that video will be dropping tomorrow. But in case I don't get a chance to say it, Merry Christmas to all of you. There will be a video that I upload in probably the next 2 hours or so that will be these images, talking about them and whatnot as a video. Darius is winning this whole thing. Let's go. I'm rooting for you, man. Finish the story, bro. But yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. This is the last Christmas time that I'll be talking about Cobra Kai, because that's it. Like, when it gets to February 13th, Valentine's Day nearly, it's gone. So I'm going to enjoy this ride while it's here. It's emotional to think about. It's bittersweet. Guys and girls, I'll see you all very soon. Appreciate you. Strike first, strike hard, show no mercy. Subscribe and jump in that comment section down below. And for God's sake, we've let Robbie have his shine. I'm happy. All right, now let's play a couple of clips to end this shit. Gonna miss you, OG. What? I can't. No offense, buddy. I can't even read that. Okay, let me play a couple of clips just for old time's sake.
Look, if you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass right now?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you gonna come for the king?
I have no idea. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Peace out.